Hello Internet. If you accidentally wandered onto this page and you're wondering who I am, I'm Russell Morgan and I am nobody. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not a nutrition guru. I'm not a exercise guru. I've just been doing it for 25 or more years. And I would show you what I look like, but I'm getting ready for a bodybuilder show in about 6 weeks. So I'll input some photos here. So you can see me last year and maybe the previous years and what I looked like when I retired from the military, which was just your average person, nothing special. But as I get closer to shows, I always get stopped and people are wondering, what am I doing? How can I help them? So I thought I'd put together some easy, short goals, the same things that I did for myself that got me to where I am now. This short will be about food. I know everybody loves food. Food is what got you to the shape you are now, which if you're watching this video and you're continuing to watch this video means you're probably out of shape. That's fine. Easy goal. And like I said, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Before you start anything, many folks have come up and they tell me about issues they have or problems they have, and I just ask, I go, have you seen a doctor yet? And they have not. Before you start anything, every year I go in and I get a checkup. I get my blood worked just to make sure things are working fine. This July I'll be 48 years old and I'll be doing a bodybuilder show, putting my body under extreme stresses, extreme diets to get myself in shape. So I always want to know how I'm doing internally. Just because I feel good or just because I look good doesn't mean I am good. Cholesterol could be off the chart, my testosterone could be in the gutter, could be all kinds of things. So go do that first. Go get yourself a nice checkup and see where you are. Because when you adjust your diet will bring you back in check and you'll have something to compare yourself to where you started. Now that we got that out of the way, food. The next time you go shopping, get yourself the fat-free, the low-fat, the low-salt. If you're doing meats, you want to go with chicken and turkey. You want to go with the healthier stuff. If you happen to eat red meat, you want that, 93%. And you don't want to eat a lot of red meat. You want to sit there and try to whittle that down to where you're doing maybe once in a while, or if you're going to do meat, do bison, do ostrich. Those are such healthy alternatives. You want to have fish, and I know a lot of you are like, and it does take time if you're not used to eating fish, because that's amazing proteins with lower calories. And what we're trying to do here is lower your calories. No gym required. You got to this point because you are eating crap. You're eating excess calories every day. You're getting in your car. You're going 50 steps to your cubicle. And then you sit there probably around 9 o'clock and you have a snack. You pull out your granola bar, which holds on body fat. And I always laugh. I go, hey, when you see somebody eating a granola bar in a commercial, what are they doing? I go, yeah, they're usually in a canoe going upstream, or they're sitting there on a bike in the middle of nowhere. But what are you doing? You're not going to be using those calories. So why are you eating that crap? Is it a healthier alternative to some foods that people eat? Yes, it is. But why don't you have yourself a small meal? You split your meals up. Bring yourself your case, and I do that every day. I have at least 3 meals, 2 snacks, and I eat that at work. So take yourself down the next time, and like I said, you'll be amazed on the amount of calories you take out of your diet just by getting the fat-free alternatives. And you'll knock out thousands of calories that your body doesn't have to digest. The biggest problem people ingest calories with is drinks in the day. They'll sit there and have a soda pop or have, especially an energy drink, which, the tiny ones have like 140 empty calories, and they're filled with carbs. And they're wondering, why am I fat? Well, you just drank 2 of those, so you probably had 280 empty calories with 50 grams of carbs. And what are you doing? You're just gonna sit there in your cubicle, and then you go to lunch, and I laugh. People sit there in the line, they're looking at the thing. Oh, I want to do something healthy today. I'm gonna do a wrap. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and I'll do a wrap. I'll do this, and it has, what the calories are. You can look it up, and I just laugh because most of these sandwiches can be up to like 500-600 calories, and that's before the dude is in there with the big old mayonnaise thing going, adding all that extra fat and garbage on it. So you sit there with that, and then you have yourself they'll have a lemonade. Oh yeah, it's delicious, and that's like 350 more calories. So you're sitting there, you just had 1,000 calories. Technically, you just ate half of your calories that you should be eating in a whole day in a single meal. So, food. You gotta rethink yourself. You gotta sit there and retrain yourself and make this a life plan. Part of your life. You can't think diet. Diet is a short-term event. You have a goal. Like, I'm going to be on stage soon. I'm going to diet for that event. Are you going to a school reunion and you want to lose a few pounds? You diet for that event. But you don't diet forever. You can't diet forever. You will kill yourself. You got to eat healthy. You want to eat different foods. You want to have that pizza, you want to have that burger, but you don't do it every day. You sit there and set it up to where, it's a special event. And you got to retrain how you think about food. You got to sit there and look at it. What am I doing today? If you're sitting there and, I'm going to go hiking later on, so you want to have most of your carbs probably an hour and a half prior to that event, and then you want to have your proteins and carbs after to replenish. But you didn't need it in the morning. A lot of people sit there and pile those, they sit there and have bagels and pancakes and all this stuff. And I just laugh. I'm like, what are you going to do with those carbs? Carbs makes you sluggish. So push them around, any type of an event you need energy for. And you'll be amazed at how your body starts to process food. So that's your mission. First one. Alleviate those extra calories you eat every day. At first, you're going to sit there and you'll try a few things, and it will taste like shit because your taste buds are dead. You're used to sugars and salt and all the deliciousness that's inside foods. And you're going to have to retrain your taste buds, and it will take time. It took me 5 years to kick Mountain Dew. So you just have to start somewhere. And then as your taste buds come alive, you add more and more things, try things again, and you'll be amazed on how many of these foods taste really good. And you don't need the full fat. You don't need when you went in and you're trying to make beef stroganoff and you have to add sour cream, why don't you get the 50% less fat? Why don't you make it with turkey instead of red meat? There's so many ways of saving calories. I love sloppy Joe. I'll sit there and make it with turkey. You just got to cook it slower so the sauce can absorb into the meats. That's it. But I've taken out all kinds of calories. So again, like I said, that's mission 1. Make it so, and get back to me after you've done that, and we'll talk when to eat food, how to eat food, how much we should be eating, and that in itself will help you lose weight with the calorie reduction. So, good luck.